Hey, what's up, y'all? Evan here from Flyletter. Flyletter's Claude MCP not only allows you to bring your brand voice directly into Claude and use it for anything you want to write, whether it be a cold email, website copy, long form content, or anything in between. It also allows you to query information directly from Flyletter. Things like, what's that newsletter I scheduled? Or how many saved ideas do I have before I run out of content? And if you have any good ideas while you're working in your Claude workflow, you can even save your newsletter ideas directly back to Flyletter, so you never forget that great piece of content. You can set it up in only a couple of steps. Let me show you how to do that now. The first thing you want to do is copy this URL. I'll go ahead and click copy. And then from there, you want to go over to Claude. Now, this will work whether you're in Claude on your browser or on Claude Cowork on your desktop. I'm here in the browser, but it works in both instances. You want to come over here to settings. And from settings, you want to come to connectors. Now they've moved connectors, but for whatever reason, don't give you the option to access customize from anywhere else but here. So once you click connectors, go ahead and click customize and it'll bring you to the right place. Okay, so once you're here in connectors, what you want to do is come up here to the plus button and you want to go ahead and add a connector, and then you're going to add custom connector. Now go ahead and name it Flyletter, and then add that URL right here. From there, you're going to come over to add and click add, and then it's going to ask you to connect your Flyletter profile. So go ahead and connect. From there, you just click allow. Again, this is safe. It goes through the same authorization login that you do with Flyletter. And here you go. You now have Flyletter connected to your Claude account. Now you'll see here that it has both read tools as well as write tools. Now, because my permissions are set to always allow, I do have all of this on as always allow. What that means is when I invoke Flyletter, which I'll show you in a second, into my chat, Claude doesn't have to ask permission to use the various read and write tools in order to write in my brand voice, retrieve information from Flyletter, but then also add information in the form of saved ideas to Flyletter. So if your permissions are not set to always allow, go ahead and do that now. And you can do so by clicking this drop down and then choosing from here. All right, so coming over here to a chat, I'll just show you how it works. You can invoke it by just literally chatting with Claude and asking it to use your Flyletter brand voice. And if you have multiple brand profiles, you can actually specify which one you use. Now, because I have multiple, I will say, hey, write me a cold email in the Evan Tarver new brand voice. Now it's searching the tools, it grabbed your brand persona, and now it's composing. And there you go. It gave me two different options I can use, value first or direct and short. I can, of course, select one, ask Claude to make edits to it in my brand voice, and then move forward with sending. And I can do this for anything I want to write, whether it be website copy, different types of emails, different types of social promotions and posts, even long form content. Claude will always write in the same brand voice that you created in Flyletter, and even know about your audience, unique differentiator, and all the other things captured in your brand profile that help Claude understand not only your voice, but specifically who you're writing to and how you write to them. Now, in addition to writing in your brand voice, you can also query Flyletter for information and then pass information from Claude back to Flyletter. So as an example, if I have a good idea for a future newsletter, I don't want to forget it, but I'm here working in the Claude workflow, I can save that idea back to Flyletter. So why don't I give one now? And it's saved. That's just a few of the things you can do by connecting Flyletter and Claude. You'll always have your brand voice in Claude. It always writes as your brand voice. It always knows who your audience is, and it never drifts because it uses the exact same architecture that Flyletter is built on. Way better than trying to drop a JSON or some random instructions in a project file on how to write in your brand voice. And then you can also save your ideas back to Flyletter so you never forget about a newsletter topic.